guts. I don't even know what I look like in some of the last videos, but I'm like, this last month has just been so I moved. We live in East London now. And the downloads I'm getting are bizarro, and it's all online, so don't make me talk about it. It's all on Facebook. We're trying to resurrect Elijah into Harry fucking Potter. And it's like, we'll see. But the component was his like soul star, a piece of him, descended from the heavens and took over the planet in like a day. What I realized was, man, if we could resurrect that into something like usable, we might actually have real hope. Not just a bunch of girls like, yeah, like 10 of us are gonna survive this entire Armageddon, you know? So that's where we're at. The Yoda balls and A&R books. Okay. So the A&R marks are going to be these like 3 lines across the right shoulder. It's going to go dot, 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 and then there might be like a dot or 2 dots or 3 dots underneath those lines. Each of those dots represents a specific thing or clearing that you have done, so that you have been completely cleared of in the astral planes. We are mostly cleaned of the knife raper in the Clipith, mostly, but everybody still has to do all their paperwork because look outside. We never lower the standards of the paperwork just because we think we're okay. Ever, because that's just illegal. The other problem is there's no, if you haven't done the proper paperwork, you don't have the proper like punch like gravity that you need or you are required to have when you're producing any kind of shock deflow. So you need to be like 100% clear through all the elements through the earth, water, air, fire. When you go boom, and then like jolts of lightning start coming through. And it's also to make sure that when there is a shadow reconciliation for whatever Shakti you produce, that it's not bringing up knife rape or FGM or other weird shit to attack kids or other humans. It's classless. So the main component of getting these A&R marks done is like clean magic. And you can sit in Hufflepuff all fucking day long. All day long. And nobody's gonna care because you're just like, I'm just a light worker. Da, 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 da. Like, fine. But the minute you want to produce anything of real substance or value, it's coming from Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. And that requires A&R marks. Period. So the first thing I want to talk about are some guy was like, some guy in the astral planes is like, we really want the clearing, the book clearing from everyone, from every single person submitting in their paperwork for A&R marks, to have an entire book filled out. Protego totalum does not equal knife rape. Period. Because just a quantum thought, like, so we're producing magic and then it backfires and some asshole has the thought of knife rape and then your quantum thought triggers the dissonant resonance Okay, and then it creates knife rape, like backfiring, bad magic. Bad, then it's your fault, you know? So protego totalum does not equal knife rape. So we started clearing that. We've done a really good job. So it's like officially, like if you produce Patronus, like protego totalum through the clipith, I'm not hearing Elijah's voice going knife rape anymore. So that's good. But the fact that I ever did is a big problem. And boy, should he be embarrassed for infinity. So what it looks like, it's going to be, you're either going to get like a Yoda Balls book like this, right? It's like 192 pages or 200 pages, like a standard size. Or you're going to get like the recycled books. Let me show you the recycled books. And then what you're going to do is you're going to buy book covers, and make them into Yoda Balls books. So like, yeah, we have the recycled books. And that's fine, but you need to like buy velvet and like rubber cement it onto the recycled books when you start submitting these. It's the color, and it's a brain wiring mechanism. Because what happens when you produce it through the astral planes, and it triggers some astral thought of somebody else, is that when you produce your Shakti and their bubble of thought or astral ectoplasm that has not been cleared, what's going to happen is like your cobra acid, which is like this color, will produce your Shakti, but it will also clean out their stuff. So then you're fine. And this is why we do these weirdo books. I know it seems like we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but we're really not, because we're there. And I know because when I point my finger to the sky, I can like start making lightning. We're there. Protego totalum equals knife rape, goes into the lava, or cobra acid. And what I would suggest for you guys to do is 1 page a day. Protego totalum does not equal knife, or equals knife rape, goes into the lava, or cobra acid. Now I'll have this written down in like the caption, but it's fine. So I will have more. And it's really good if you have the date you wrote that page on everything. Everything should be like titled and dated. And then I also have the little cobra acid bubbles. Every single time I make a circle, it's creating the more cobra acid flow. And I go clockwise. Create cobra acid flow. Spew. Okay? So you're brain wiring, but you're also creating an energetic, and the energy, the inner chi shift. All right. Now we got this. So each of you guys owes 1 book of just that. Just one. Just this. Okay. This is the shitstorm. I'm going to be submitting 3 books of that, and they will be all in one. This is the shitty ones that we do. The karma prisons. So I will list all the different karma prisons that you guys are required to do. And it's going to be, each one you're going to do is a specific karma prison on the planet. Okay? in the 144 grid, and then another karma prison in the 1728 grid, and then one, just one, the knife raper in the 2736 grid. And that's going to be legit. So this might take you a year or 2 years to like get your A&R marks, but it's worth it because then you get like good. All right. So we start with knife raper prison first and foremost because it's the first thing you want to like clean out. Just any of the weird pricklies in the astral plane is just nasty. So we start with the knife raper prison. This is the raper torture karma prison. But what you do is you start from like level 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you go all the way down. So what you would do is go knife raper karma prison planet level 1. And then you go from 1 to 144. Okay. So level 144. And then, look, suicide karma prison planet. Okay. So here are the ones that you're going to end up doing. And again, I'm going to write this down. All right. Knife raper prison. Or knife raper karma prison planet. Demon in Hell, Demon in Hell 2, Demon in Hell 3, and Demon in Hell 4. All right, so each one of those Demon in Hells is going to be up to level. So we have Demon in Hell. The Archangels have to do way more. Okay, so I have to do Demon in Hell 100. You guys have no idea how much work it gets the higher the tree you climb. So real gurus and real archangel work, it's not like Star Fuentes who's like, yeah, here, I'm going to point a stick at you and you're going to do it for me. So the real archangel work is like, I'm going to do 10 times the amount of work that you're going to do, so fuck off. Just do your bare minimum. So here we are. Demon in Hell 15, Karma Prison Planet, And then we go through all the way to 144. Okay, right? So we have Knife Raper, Demon in Hell, Demon in Hell 2, Demon in Hell 3, and Demon in Hell 4. And that's to get your A&R marks. But then there are other ones. So you need to have pedo, raper torture, and suicide. And I believe we're going to add violence. So there's that component. So it's to get, so the suicide is to get out of Netzach, and then the violence is to get out of Tiferet. I'm going to verify that that's the limit. Let me make sure. Again, all of this will be written down. No! All right. Crap, I didn't write it down. So. Forgive this. Knife raper, demon in hell. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pedo, rape or torture, suicide, and violence. If you want to add the cruelty, karma prison to this list, that's like extra credit. That's good for Gryffindor. I guarantee you you're going to be doing that work when you're in Gryffindor. And then, like, in tyranny, you'll do tyranny karma prison, and then you'll do liar karma prison. Do you see why we start with knife rape? Like, we're like, you start with the really gross stuff, and then we evolve out of stuff that's like less destructive and harmful for the people involved. Like cruel, like I'm a cunt, right? So I can be cruel, but I am no knife raper. And people's value system is so whack. They think it's okay to be knife rapery instead of no fucking way and a punch in the face. It's unbelievable. All right. So we have, so I call those the karma prison pages, and then or like the A&R pages. Now, the other thing we need to add are the Auror book pages. Now, I'm going to use like a company as an example right now in my recycled book. So I'm doing the grid for the Real Meat Company right now because they're one of the Ascendios, and that's a pet food company. They're one of the Ascendios on the Hufflepuff Ascension, but the woman who owns them owns 2 massage schools that are being slotted for Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, and so they will also be gridded appropriately. So we have this, like the egg. Every time Star attacks Real Meat Company, ASSIAH egg. Now, we already talked about this in the Yoda Balls video. So this is this, like, you have to go to NFS and NFT. And that is, like, PIDL. Now, I'm doing more on these eggs. Like, I'm going much higher worlds and much lower worlds. But you guys, to get your knife raper marks, need to go NFS, no room for sorry, which is, that's the world below PIDL. And then NFT, like never fucking touch me, which is above WA, OA-WA. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, and then heroes above that. Okay, so then you have to do all of these pages. You have to do a baseline. You have to do it for yourself. Each of these eggs, you have to have 1 egg for yourself. That's purifying your grid, but also purifying energy that if other people attack your field, that it's cobra acid being thrown to purify whatever attack is coming at you. Now, this is a self-defense mechanism, but it's also a responsibility component, because if people are attacking and trigger you into insanity or violence, even just with one mental thought, you're 100% responsible. So you're like, the main goal is that you clear out how your body, even just your cellular structure, responds to attack in your DNA. You are like how your body behaves when other people are like lashing at you or like trying to latch on, and you, like, if it triggers some weird, insane, violent thing in your brain, like that's your karma. It's not your karma to be like getting latched onto, but what how you respond to it, that like that's your karma. So you need to like clean it out. And the other thing is, you don't, like, as you're getting attacked, not like anybody really wants to get attacked anyway, but most people walk around thinking that they're not getting attacked all day long. But if you look at the planet, it looks like a giant shit pile, and you know that the planet's just getting attacked all day long, so you're definitely getting attacked all day long, you know? So just look at the stomach of a dolphin. That thing is getting attacked all day long. So you need to make sure that you have a good, clear boundary setting. Again, I wrote the egg, so you need it for yourself, and you need it for at least your 5 main dragons. The egg. You should also egg each child that you have. It protects them. And it also makes it easier for somebody like me to go Ascendio, and then they don't like go insane, you know? So you're clearing out their energy fields. All right. So this is the base primary. The next are like your main set of A&R pages. And these are what I refer to as the Auror pages. And this is going to add up to like a few books. A few books. So all the Real Meat Company knife rape goes into the lava or cobra acid. So you need to write an entire page of that. So we go like all Collie Wren's knife rape goes into the lava or cobra acid. Now, if you've already watched one of these videos, then fine, but let's be redundant because you haven't done the work. All right. All the Real Meat Company's evil goes into the lava or cobra acid. And that's the next page. All the Real Meat demon in hell goes into the lava or cobra acid. All the Real Meat Company pedo goes into the lava or cobra acid. All the Real Meat Company psychic attack goes into the lava or cobra acid. All of these are dated. Never fucking not do that. Okay. All the Real Meat Company demon in hell 2. Now you're responsible for those. And then we're doing sex crimes. And then we have Demon in Hell 3 and 4. But I haven't written the 4th one yet. Demon in Hell 3. And then that will be where Demon in Hell 4 goes. Okay. Now, each of those eggs shows you a world. A world. Let's break this down. This is where the real work begins. So I start with the worlds. So here is my YETZIRAH pages. So all my knife rape, YETZIRAH goes into the lava or cobra acid. And then that one's not dated. That sucks. You need to date everything. All right. All my pedo, YETZIRAH, goes into the lava or cobra acid. And yeah, you have to do Demon in Hell, Demon in Hell, Demon in Hell 2, Demon in Hell 3, and Demon in Hell 4. Because then we get out of this psychosis of everything. And then we go... So I just passed a few pages. And it's like, those would be like my sex crimes, my evil, stuff like that. And then I go, all my knife rape, BRIAH goes into the lava or cobra acid. All my pedo, BRIAH goes into the lava or cobra acid. I will write a list with the actual sentence. But you guys will have to do like, this is going to add up to about 100 pages for you, and then 100 pages for each dragon. And then I have like 5,000 pages to do because I have like, and then more because of all the other dragons. All my knife rape ATZILUTH. All my pedo ATZILUTH. All my knife rape OA. Okay, so like I start with the knife rape because that's the scarier one, and then I go to pedo because that's the next scarier one, and then I'm gonna go to evil, and then I go all my knife rape wah, because I don't want to think that I have like little kids in the astral plane like eating my shit ever. Like nobody gets to ascend thinking that there's some kind of pedophile in the astral planes at all, ever. So all my knife rape NFT goes into the lava, and that's never fucking touch me. Okay, so never fucking touch me is like, that's legit. That's like, I'm good. All right, so we have OA, WA, and never fucking touch me. In the normal Kabbalah, that never fucking touch me space would be like the last layer of Ensof, because it's the third world up. There are so many more worlds than that. Okay. And then no room for sorry. That's like when you reach that level at the bottom at NFS. That's like, you know, you're going to be holding yourself accountable 100%. And that's why you're allowed to like never fucking touch me. And I'm 100% accountable for every single thing that I'm going to do. And I'm making an agreement to it. So that's why we stop with those worlds. Now I do Seraphim, Isis to Geo for most of the dragons. And that's a whole other ballgame. So that's like God level creation from Isis, and then Geo, like it actually changes the geological imprint of the planet, and that's like, it's like 15, 17 worlds up and like 17 worlds down. Okay, it's crazy. All right, I'm trying to show you. Now, on another hand, you guys should, for the ANR marks, have a Gryffindor egg set up for the planet. So, like, what I just said with the egg, where it's like, every time star attacks this ASSIAH self, then the DNA, and then the egg. So you're gonna have something for Mother Earth. And this is kind of your gift to Mother Earth. And what you're gonna do, it's gonna be a whole set of all the worlds down and like 100 worlds up. And so that will be like your ascension vehicle for how you exists within the matrix of planet Earth. So it's beneficial to you completely, but it's also like clearing and purifying all the astral on the planet. So then it starts to do some really nice things. And it's going to go about 47 worlds down in the hell worlds. So I will have it all written down. So the ANR genomes, you plus 5 dragons. Genome book. Okay. The Karma Prison, the ANR Auror book pages. That's what that was. You plus 5 dragons. Then we have the Gnome book, or the Nomi book, that you have to write for Lucifer. And you're going to have to draw out the characters as well. And this is to clean out anything that you might think that Lucifer has still. So like if Lucifer's knife raping or being evil, or it's like non-cruel work. Okay? So you actually have to fill out like an actual book, an actual Nomi book for Lucifer and not yourself. Okay? But it's also to protect the children from the dark hell realm work that might be still floating up in the astral planes. So that's the other component. Because Lucifer, like I'm going to tell you, like Lucifer's smarter than all of you guys. And probably cleaner. But there's still stuff left over from everything that he's had to hold on to through the ages. So it just doesn't go away by itself. Like we have to like we're doing our best. Okay, then you have to write a Nomi book for yourself. Not like you aren't gonna get an angel marks without a Nomi book. Period. And it needs to be filled out and like drawn out with the gnome and like with the gnome and with the magic that you're gonna put with the gnome and like what you want. So this whole process might take you a year to 2 years to figure it out, and you know that's life. And then we have the brick book, and that brick book is to make sure you're anchoring in a seraphim energy or a hashmalim energy, or like it should be one or the other. Because you're not unless you're getting it from unless you've been locked out. And if you've been locked out from Gryffindor and Seraphim, it's because you fucked up somewhere really bad. Really, really bad with either me or Kelly in the last decade. And I'm sorry, like your guys' arrogance is bizarro. So, like, when me and Kelly are, like, being slaughtered, cleaning out the Clipith, and we're screaming for help and nobody shows up, like, that's what you get. And some people get locked out of Seraphim for infinity. And then the Hashmalim as well. So what they're stuck with is ascending from via Hufflepuff into the 5th house. Up this way. It's the fuck you. Like you're fucked, you know. So you'll have to do a brick book that you're a like Hufflepuff prefect or you know, like you're not gonna ascend into an Auror or the ministry or like any of those other spaces without passing this house ever, or because if you've been locked out of Gryffindor and Ravenclaw and you're not passing this house, like it's like 0. All right, so the brick book. So you need a brick book for you and for each of your 5 dragons. Some people are like, I want to write a Nomi book for each of my 5 dragons. That's actually like the smarter thing to do in life is like, here's the baseline for the ANR marks, but I know my magic works better when my dragons are clean. And then you spend the next couple of years making sure that those Nomi books are written for your dragons. So, and the brick book, if you haven't seen the one that I'm posting on with Elijah, or even myself. So mine's like, I am Khaleesi, Gryffindor Seraphim. Okay. So I am Kali Ren. And then I do this weird thing where I go, Love my dragon forever. So my main primary dragon always gets a call out during my brick book. Anything else? No. That's it. So the biggest thing with the Auror book is that you're just gonna be writing and writing and writing. And I'll have everything written down that is required, each sentence for each page, right underneath the video. All right, that's it.